All right. Hi. Um, this video is going to be about healthy versus unhealthy relationships, romantic relationships. I recently started to work in schools as a special needs EA, sometimes as a behavioral EA. A special needs EA works with children um, living with special needs, whether it's middle school, elementary, high school. And a BEA, a behavioral educational assistant, is that EA that works with children who have behavioral issues, who have behavioral challenges. Perhaps it's that they need extra help with assignments in like outside of class. Maybe it's just that they need just some emotional support, some someone to talk to. Maybe it's a conflict with another student. Maybe it's just like behavioral stuff, anger issues, and all those things. And so I worked in a high school, and one of the students mentioned dating and mentioned something along the lines of we talked about self-respect, and um, we just talked about healthy relationships. And so I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I should do a video on YouTube about like how can you identify what a healthy relationship is, because I remember being a teenager. I didn't know what to expect from a relationship, and I didn't know what was required to maintain one. But even so, I still had the desire to be in a relationship with somebody. And I think I don't think that's just a me thing. I think it's just a young people thing, where they have a desire for love, they have a desire to be in a relationship, but they don't know how it's supposed to go. And so they might end up staying in an unhealthy relationship for long. Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna read it. I have a script. So the purpose is to educate high school students and young adults on recognizing healthy and unhealthy romantic relations. It can be difficult to decide whether to pursue, remain, or end something when we aren't sure of what to expect from a relationship. Ultimately, this video should help to navigate it. So we're gonna start off with 6 signs of a bad romantic relationship. Not gonna be a long video. Uh, First sign: lack of communication. Lack of communication, which might stem from people pleasing. You think that you can't be honest with the person. You feel like you're gonna get rejected or treated with disrespect. You think that that in order to maintain the relationship, in order to prevent the person from leaving you, you have to say yes and agree to everything all the time. And then fear of vulnerability. So the same thing. You don't want to get rejected. You want your feelings to feel hurt. And yeah, so that's one sign. Uh, Number two, you don't feel emotionally or physically safe. Um, uh, so I'm thinking maybe your partner hits you, or your partner like throws things. Your partner's just like aggressive. That's not a healthy sign. Emotionally safe just mean that you don't feel like you can tell the person sensitive information about yourself, or maybe just about a situation that you're going through. You feel like if you tell them something, they're going to tell other people. You feel like if you feel like you'll be met, your vulnerability will be met with rejection, as I said before. So you don't feel emotionally safe to be with that person. I also want to add sexually as well. Um, so if you're being forced to be intimate, to have sex with a person, or to just do whatever, then it's a sign that it's not a good relationship. Um, yeah, your boundaries are ignored. Number three, you're overly dependent, or the person is overly dependent on you. So they're always like calling you. They're always like wanting to connect with you. They don't give you any space. You don't give them no space. You feel like they're your life, or they're the center of your life, and that you don't have anything else going on. It's not a healthy sign. Um, Another thing that I don't think I added before on the number two, your boundaries are ignored. When you set boundaries to a person, they try to like argue with you. Boundaries um, help to make you feel safe, to make you feel respected and treated fairly. And so it's not a emotionally safe relationship if they don't care about your boundaries. Number four, it's one-sided. One partner benefits from the other, or one partner cares more about the relationship than the other. So if you find that you have to put more effort into like maintaining the connection, like planning the dates, like being affectionate, or calling them, or just doing more things for them to make them feel that they're cared for, to make them feel loved. They're taking care of their needs, but they're not taking care of yours for whatever reason. That's a sign that it's not a healthy relationship. Number five, little to no trust in each other, which is something that I already mentioned before. Conversations aren't private. There's lying, there's gossiping, there's the fear of the other person cheating on you. I could say manipulation as well. I could say, yeah, love bombing. You just meet the person and they're all like, I don't know, let's like, I see a future with you. I want to get married. They're just, it'll seem like they're doing too much too fast. Like there's no way you're thinking this way. There's no way you're feeling this way when we just met, or when it's only been a month. And then number six, you feel emotionally drained or exhausted. That's a sign that it's not a healthy relationship. In a healthy relationship, you're supposed to feel like fulfilled, happy. It's supposed to add things to your life. You're supposed to grow in confidence and self-esteem. The relationship is supposed to inspire you to pursue your goals and etc. Now we're gonna go into the six signs of a healthy relationship. Number one, both people in the relationship are treated with kindness and respect. Trying to figure out how I can like expand on that. So I don't know, kind words. They're respecting your boundaries. They agree with your boundaries, even if they don't understand why it's a boundary, or why something makes you uncomfortable. Um, yeah. Number two, you're transparent with your partner, and conflicts are resolved safely with calm communication. So there's no like yelling at each other. There's calm communication. Um, Honest. You don't feel afraid that if you're honest, then they're gonna break up with you, or that you're gonna be met with rejection or disrespect. Um, they don't like gossip about the things that you're dealing with in the relationship. Instead, you try to like solve the problem together. And yeah, number three, you feel emotionally safe to be yourself, as well as physically safe from harm. Your boundaries are respected and valued. Number four, both partners are actively loving each other, depending on how each person wants to be loved. Both persons commit to showing up for each other, and you feel cared for and appreciated. So, as I said, like I've learned that in a relationship, you're supposed to like you're supposed to be cared for. You're supposed to be actively loved. I've learned that in a relationship, it takes more than just like feelings. The person has to be able to reciprocate your efforts. The person has to be able to actively show you that you're important to them, that you're wanted, that Yeah, they should be doing things for you, you know, like taking care of you. And it doesn't have to be like all like physical stuff, you know, like ask them how they want to be loved. Number five, you can confidently tell your partner secrets or sensitive things about yourself, such as your insecurities and experiences. And then number six, ultimately, the relationship is supposed to add to your already emotionally fulfilling and satisfying life. You should feel a sense of contentment. And yeah, when you feel like the relationship is the center of your life, then it's a sign that you might want to leave the relationship, or I don't know, like take a break. You need to like focus on yourself and build a life of your own where you're like happy with other person. And yeah, so that's all.